Welcome, listeners, to Echoes from the Edge. Tonight, we journey to a quiet suburban home where peace should reside, but an unseen force begins to stir. This is Clara Thorne's story, and how her sanctuary became a stage for chaos. Clara cherished her small, two-story Lakewood Ranch house. It was a cozy haven, filled with sunlight, potted plants, and the faint scent of old books. As a freelance graphic designer, she thrived on order. Every cushion had its place, every book its shelf. This precision brought her comfort. She lived alone, content in her solitude, enjoying the predictable rhythm of her days. Clara wasn't one for flights of fancy or supernatural speculation. Reality, she believed, was grounded, tangible. The first signs were subtle, easily dismissed. A door left ajar that she swore she'd closed. A kitchen cupboard slightly open when she remembered latching it. Small things, annoying, yes, but attributable to distraction, or perhaps the house settling. Old houses groaned. She'd straighten the picture frame that had inexplicably tilted, or recenter the small vase that had shifted an inch on the mantelpiece, shrugging it off as normal home quirks. Then came the sounds. A faint tapping, not a drip, but like tiny fingers knocking on the inside of a wall. It would start in the living room, then migrate to the kitchen, then her bedroom. Always just out of reach, a teasing phantom. One evening, as she worked on a design brief, the distinct rattle of her antique teacups in the dining room cabinet made her jump. She rushed in, but they were perfectly still. She told herself it was just the vibration from a passing truck, though the road outside was unusually quiet. The occurrences began to escalate with unnerving frequency. Keys, left on the hall table, would be found on the floor. Her meticulously arranged spice jars would be scattered across the counter. Once she walked into the living room to find all her carefully stacked design books toppled in a neat pile beside the bookcase. It was too deliberate for an earthquake, too precise for a draft. A cold prickle of unease started to snake up her spine. This wasn't her imagination. This wasn't the house settling. Something was actively doing these things. And it was happening inside her quiet, ordered home. Clara's sense of security, once unwavering, began to crack under the strain of these increasingly bizarre and inexplicable intrusions. The home that brought her comfort now felt subtly, menacingly, watched.